Yeah, guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you, wherever you're watching me from. This is Ghana Boy, and today I decided to go faceless, whilst I feel it is a need to address a lot of questions that has been going on, with people asking more about the citizen arrests, which is supposed to happen on the 18th of October 2025 on Mr. Jude Ihienetu, the self-acclaimed Ibokin in Ghana, self-acclaimed. Now, when we call him self-acclaimed Ibokin, we do hear people say, don't even add king to his name, because he's not a king. But that is the reason why we add the self-styled and self-acclaimed Ibokin, which I guess this communication also came directly from the office of the Ghanaian. The Ghana Traditional Council made a public statement 2 months ago where they made a very bold decision when they heard that there's a certain man from Nigeria who is in Ghana parading himself as a king. The overlord of the Ghana Traditional Council, His Royal Majesty King Tekite Kochu, with the Ghana Traditional Council, immediately went into their chambers and told Mr. Jude Ihienetu to stop every activity he has been parading on as a king in Ghana. Fast forward, God bless Dr. Hassanar. Dr. Hassanar, the founder of APC political party. For some months now, Dr. Hassanar has been the voice for the voiceless. He has been the voice for the youth. He has been the voice for the old men, the old women that are thinking and focusing on how our sovereignty can be protected for the generations unborn. As we speak now, on the 18th of October 2025, as you all can see on your screens, there's going to be a citizen arrest. Now, this citizen arrest entails a lot. In recent times, we've heard so many people all over the world having misconceptions about this very issue that has been going on in Ghana for some time now. Mr. Jude Ihienetu, for now we can call him an imposter, has been in this country for so many years. He has been able to be the first gentleman or the first non-Ghanaian or the first foreigner to be in the position as a king in Ghana, and to top it all, he had the audacity to install sub-chiefs as well in every region in Ghana. He has over 16 sub-chiefs which he has installed in various regions in Ghana. And one will ask, what is the motive of him at the first place being crowned as a king? And what motive does he also have to install sub-chiefs? The overlord of the Ashanti region, His Royal Majesty Nyamekese Osei-Tutu II, has been one of the greatest chiefs, the greatest kings in Ghana. And the overlord of the Ashanti region doesn't have representatives or sub-chiefs all over the country. The Ghanaian, who is the president and the leader of the Ghana Traditional Council, His Royal Majesty King Tekite Kochu II, resumed office as the Ghanaian. And to date, we have never heard any plans from the Ghanaian to install sub-chiefs all over the country. So one will ask, a businessman, according to Mr. Jude Ihienetu, who came to Ghana for his business, he came to Ghana as a businessman, got a Ghanaian lady, had children. What is your affair in Ghanaian chieftaincy issues? As a Ghanaian, ask yourself, if this man is being allowed to penetrate into our chieftaincy affairs, what is going to be his stance in the next 10 years to come? We believe we are all Africans. We believe we are all blacks. Ghana and Nigeria, as people do say, has been friends for so long. But the question still remains, why is this man trying to be the first ever non-Ghanaian to enter the chieftaincy affairs of Ghana? As we speak now, ladies and gentlemen, the youth of Ghana are awake. And according to the youth, according to some leaders of this country, Dr. Hassanar has been a person or has been a leader that at this point has to put his presidential ambition aside and rally behind the youth to make sure this tree is being cut off. As we speak now, on the 18th of October 2025, like I stated earlier, there's going to be a citizen arrest. The youth of this country are marching to the imposter in question to get him to face the laws of this country and possibly send him back to his country where his people need him the most. Let's make things clear. Why is this man and his other sub-chiefs or associates not interested in going back to their country, getting their towns, cities, villages in order and developing their own country? As we all do know, as an individual, as every rational and sensible human being, your main duty in life is to make sure you make home a better place for your children and your grandchildren and your unborn generation. So the question still remains, why is Mr. Jude Ihenitu not being able to go back to his country with his sub-chiefs and make their country a better place, but rather looking for ways and means to penetrate into the Ghanaian system? Ladies and gentlemen, I keep on repeating that on the 18th of this month, there's going to be a very huge tax that is ahead of every Ghanaian in the country, every patriotic citizen who at this point is thinking of the future, the sovereignty of the country Ghana. Mr. Jude Ihenitu, as we all do know, has been somebody that one way or the other has some one or two affiliations which he created by himself, penetrating into offices with Ghanaian top officials, Ghanaian top musicians, Ghanaian top celebrities, Ghanaian top business people, with the aim of making sure he creates that good relationship to be able to penetrate his chieftaincy, his kingship, and his illegal activities according to the Ghana Traditional Council into the system of Ghana. It is not surprising that upon all what is happening, there's been some politicians, some musicians, some TV presenters, some radio presenters, some actors that are still rallying behind this man. And when you go into details, majority of these people are people that one way or the other have been seen gallivanting and running around this very man in question. So the question still remains, why do we sell our dignity as a country? Why do we sell our sovereignty as a country? What is at stake for the future of Ghana? At the moment, we live in a country where the Chinese are all over this country doing whatever they want and they like. We live in a country where the Lebanese are underpaying the citizens of Ghana. We live in a country where the Indians mention every country uses Ghana as a safe place to come, milk, do illegal activities due to the hospitality of Ghanaians. And as we speak now, Mr. Jude Ihenitu, that started his operations in the year 2013-2012, is currently under the radar of Ghanaians. And as I said earlier, on the 18th of October, a lot is going to happen in Ghana. For some reasons, activities that is going to happen on the 18th, I personally, I cannot bring all activities on this platform. But what I'll tell every Ghanaian watching me is to get yourself involved. this fight, this battle, this duty that is upon Ghanaians is a duty to protect the sovereignty, to protect the peace, to protect our future generations from fighting a battle which we could have prevented. Ghanaians and Nigerians, as people do say, are one people. And if Ghanaians and Nigerians are to remain as one people, as people do say, then we need to make sure we allow no one penetrates into affairs that is going to break the relationship between these two countries. For some reason, we don't know why Nigerians at this point are forcing themselves on Ghanaians. Nigerians at this point are rallying behind ECOWAS, rallying behind we are all black people, rallying behind playing victims to make sure they tarnish the image of Ghanaians and make the world know that Ghanaians are hating them in their country. But in reality, the question still remains, why can't Nigerians go fight for their own sovereignty, for their own peace, for their own stability, and for the future of their country? Why are they exchanging words on a daily basis with Ghanaians, talking as if Ghanaians are haters of their citizens and their country? The last time I checked, Ghanaians have every right to say no and to say yes to what they want and what they do not want. No matter the country in question, it is the duty of Ghanaians to say yes, we do want you, no, we do not want you. And this very man in question, Mr. Chukwudi Jude Ihenetu, has been on the radar of one of the main people Ghanaians want at this moment to leave the country, Ghana. Mr. Jude Ihenetu, you have been advised that before on the 17th, every Ghanaian wants to see you at the airport, moving back to your country where your people need you the most. In your hometown, there is a lot going on there. We've heard issues of kidnapping, issues of prostitutions, issues of people being unalived in your country. And we feel there is a need for you to go back to your country and fix your broken home. So on the 17th, every Ghanaian wants to see you on your way back to your country. As a man, you came to Ghana, you got married, and the right thing to do after getting married is to take your wife back to your home. That is what every reasonable man is supposed to do. But for you to use your marriage as an advantage, for you to use having kids in Ghana as an advantage, and you feel because you have kids in this country, because you've married someone from this country who, as we speak, allegedly, we've heard people saying she is not even a Ghanaian. You feel you can penetrate into Ghanaian politics, penetrate into Ghanaian system, penetrate, and at the moment, you are currently in a very dicey place, which is the culture and tradition and sovereignty of the country Ghana. I want to make it clear to you that as Ghanaians, we don't joke with our sovereignty. One thing we don't joke about in this country is our chieftaincy affairs. We can joke with everything as Ghanaians, but to see a foreigner, a non-Ghanaian, parading, calling himself a king, entering places where Ghanaians are being forced to call him Igwe in our land or on our land is unacceptable. What is happening to you is just the beginning. And we are stating this clear. The earlier you go back to your country, take your wife and your children back to your country and fix your hometown, the better for you. But in Ghana, the youth and the citizens of Ghana are stating it clear to you that life is going to be unbearable to you if you still want to insist and partake in these chieftaincy issues. On the 18th, if you don't leave Ghana by on the 17th, According to the information that was given by Dr. Hassanar, a gentleman who everybody feels doesn't know what he's doing. But this is a presidential candidate who knows his left from his right. This is a gentleman that is the man of the moment. This is a gentleman that has dared you, that has stopped your festival that you host annually in Ghana. This is a man that, as we speak, has stopped you from so many agendas and so many affairs you were supposed to partake in this country. He has given you an ultimatum that on the 17th, if you are not seen going back to your country, then you have yourself to be blamed. Running to the Ghana police, according to Dr. Hassanar, is not going to solve your problem. Running to the Ghana security services is not going to solve your problem. The country Ghana belongs to the citizens. And when the citizens say no, it is no. When the citizens say yes, it is yes. No authority in this country can do against what the citizens are asking for. You don't know Ghanaians, and it is time for you to ask. You had the nerves to call Ghanaians uncultured. You call Ghanaians they don't respect. You insulted Ghanaians on that your so-called throne on Ghana soil. And to top it all, we have people that are around you daring Ghanaians that if they are men, if they have balls, they should come to your house on the 18th. Dr. Hassanar has made it clear to you, and Ghanaians as well have made it clear to you, that 18th is just a few days from now. We shall see the Alhamdulillah, we shall see the Bismillah, we shall see the Andadingo Kambadingo, we shall see the Congoness of the intestines, and we shall see who is going to be Antabalebe in the country Ghana. If the country Ghana belongs to you or Ghanaians on the 18th, we are all waiting. I am waiting. Everybody is waiting for we to see who owns this country on the 18th. God bless our homeland Ghana and make our nation great and strong. We are bold to defend forever the cause of freedom and of rights. Fill our hearts with true humility, make us cherish fearless honesty, and help us to resist oppressors' rule. Mr. Jude, you are an oppressor, and you are oppressing to rule in Ghana. And we've been praying for God to always help us to resist an oppressor's rule. And the God we do believe, the God of Ghana, has always been with us and will always listen to our plea and our cries. We will resist every oppressor's rule. And on the 18th, we promise on our honor to be faithful and loyal to Ghana, our motherland. We've pledged ourselves to the services of Ghana with all our strength and with all our might, as we always promise to hold in high esteem our heritage won for us through the blood and the toil of our forefathers. And we pledge ourselves in all things to uphold and defend the good name of Ghana. So help us, God. Guys, kindly give me a subscribe. Subscribe to this channel. My name still remains Ghana Boy.